Welcome back to Cooking with Candice. Did you know that one of the world's most famous Indian dishes was actually created by accident and then later took over London? Butter chicken was born in Delhi in the 1950s at the iconic Moti Mahal restaurant. The chefs didn't want to waste leftover tandoori chicken, so they simmered it in a rich tomato, butter, and cream sauce. And boom, magic happened. That happy accident became a global obsession. As Indian food exploded in popularity in the UK, butter chicken inspired a similar dish called chicken tikka masala, which became so loved that it's often called Britain's national dish. So while butter chicken isn't officially London's national dish, its flavors completely conquered the city and the world. From Delhi to London, this dish is pure food history on a plate. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna do is get your 2 pounds of chicken marinated. We're gonna do the first marinade, and we have chicken thighs and chicken legs here, and the chicken thighs have been cut into smaller pieces. Okay, so we have 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. This helps break down the chicken. Then we have 1 tablespoon of ginger paste and 1 tablespoon of garlic paste. And I like to wear gloves while I do this. I just don't like touching raw chicken with my bare hands. Okay. And then we have 1 tablespoon of red Kashmiri chili powder. And we have 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder. And so we're gonna get it all in there. Now I'm gonna use my hands to get this. And we're also gonna add 1 teaspoon of salt to this first marinade. I'm gonna make sure it's all coated nicely. All right, now we're gonna let this marinate for 30 minutes and then we'll come back for the next part. Okay, so while the chicken is marinating, we're gonna make our second marinade. So the first ingredient is 1.5 tablespoons of hung curd, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of Kashmiri chili powder, 1 tablespoon of cumin powder, 1 tablespoon of coriander powder, 1 tablespoon of ginger and garlic paste, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 tablespoon of Kasuri Methi powder. Now I'm gonna mix it. Now it's ready. Alright, so now that this has been marinating for 30 minutes, we're going to take the second marinade we just made and add it to the chicken. And now we're going to mix it again. Then once this chicken is thoroughly mixed, we're going to marinate it for another 30 minutes. Okay, so the next set of ingredients is for the sauce. So you're going to need 1 cup of cashews. And you can either soak these overnight or you can boil them for 10 minutes. It's about a half a cup of water left in there. And then you're going to do half a can of tomato paste, or you can do 5 tomatoes diced medium. And then you're going to need 1 large red onion, 1 tablespoon each of garlic and ginger paste, 1 green chili, and then stems of cilantro cut into a fine chop. All right, and the next step is you're gonna grab 2 plastic bags from any grocery store, and you're gonna put your onion in the bag and you're gonna double tie it, and then you're gonna microwave it for 10 minutes so that the steam stays in the bag. Okay, just kidding. It's actually only 5 minutes in the microwave for the onion. And now we are going to begin to prepare our sauce. The rest of the things you're gonna need for the sauce are 2 tablespoons of ghee, 4 green cardamom, 1 cinnamon stick that's like 1.5 inches long, 2 bay leaves, and 2.5 tablespoons of butter. You can use butter or unsalted butter. And then now, once the onion is done in the microwave, we're gonna peel the skin off. All right, and this is what the onion will look like when you peel off all the skin. And now we're gonna add the ghee to the pan and wait till that melts a little. Then you're gonna add the butter to the pan, and then we'll start adding all the other ingredients we've displayed right here. Right, so now we're gonna turn the pan on to medium heat. And we're gonna first add our ghee. Let that melt a little bit. Let the pan warm up a little bit. And now we're gonna add our butter. 2 tablespoons of butter. Let that melt a little bit. And now we're going to add our spices. So our 4 pieces of green cardamom, cinnamon stick, 2 bay leaves, mix that a bit. Then ginger and garlic paste. No green chili. Okay. All right, and then we're gonna add our onion that we microwaved earlier. Then we're gonna add our cilantro stems. And then we're going to add our half a can of tomato paste. Okay. Now we're gonna mix all this together. Now, once it's all mixed together, we're gonna add our cashews. And mix again. Since we left the liquid in the cashews, it's gonna break up the tomato paste for us. And now we're going to put this in the blender. And just cook this for 5 minutes, no longer than that. All right, and now we're gonna go get our sauce and put it in the blender. And now we're gonna put the top on, and we are going to puree it. All right, and after it's been pureed a little bit, we're gonna add a cup of water and blend again. Now that we're done with our sauce, we're gonna prepare our chicken. Okay, so now we're ready to cook our chicken, and we're gonna turn our cooker on to saute, and then we're gonna add a tablespoon of ghee. And let that melt a little bit. And if you were to do this on the stovetop, you could use like a Dutch oven or a similar pot to this, and just put the burner on to medium high, and then do the same process. We're just using the cooker because it's easier for us. All right, so now that the ghee has melted a little bit, we're gonna add our chicken. Okay, and now we are going to cook it for about 5 minutes. And then after 5 minutes, we're gonna pressure cook it for 2 minutes. Most recipes don't pressure cook it, but we're going to because we want our chicken soft like butter. So now we're gonna add 1 cup of water, and we're gonna pressure cook it for about 2 minutes or 1 whistle. Okay, so now we're gonna run the sauce we made through a sieve so that it gets very creamy and there's no whole spice that's in the chicken. So top, I'm gonna use a small spatula. Okay, and pour the sauce. And now I'm gonna pour some water in our blender so that we don't waste any sauce, and then I'll pour the rest in there. Okay, now you can see all the spices that didn't make it into the sauce, so now we have a really creamy sauce. All right, now we turn the pressure cooker off, and we're gonna let the steam out. Once the steam is out, we are going to open our pressure cooker. Nice. And now we are going to pour our sauce in. Now we're gonna stir it. Now we're gonna add 1 more teaspoon of salt. Stir it. Now we're gonna put the saute on and cover it for 5 minutes. Now we're gonna get our coal hot, so we're gonna put it on the burner. Okay, and now that it's getting hot, we're gonna take it off with a tong. All right, for the coal, you have to melt some ghee in a little cup, or you can use tin foil, like make a little boat of tin foil. And then you're gonna set this in your buttered chicken so that it doesn't obviously fall in. There we go. Now cover it so that the smoke gets inside there. And after 10 minutes of it smoking in here, we are going to take the little bowl we put in there out. Throw this away. Do not eat that. And then we're gonna add 4 tablespoons of heavy cream. And we are going to stir it. And then our buttered chicken will be ready. Yay! Thank you for coming along with us as we make butter chicken, and I'm going to try it now with some naan. You can enjoy butter chicken with naan, roti, or rice. Try a little sip. Buttery, smoky, delicious.